Okay, everybody, we're back. I don't know if I was able to change it. I did flick around a few switches. I did get a message from a friend that said I've disabled the comments, but I can't actually see how I've done that. So I do apologize. I love seeing all your comments coming up, but I don't know if it's going to happen. So isn't that interesting? I'll have to play around with it another time. There's always well, there's not always issues, but oh no, here we go. Oh, we've got the comments popped up. They've just popped up, so I must have done something right. I'm good. Oh, hello, Michael. Hello, Vicky. Very nice to have you. Good to have you here, Michael and Vicky. I'm so glad I got the comments working. So that's wonderful. Um, so here we go. I'm actually going to. Yes, hi, Alana. I actually couldn't get the comments up, but they're coming up now. So I'm very happy about that because I like to see who's here and have a little bit of a chat as we go along. So that's very good to see everybody here. What I felt like I'd like to do for everybody today is, well, tonight it's actually 10 p.m. Hi, Bruce. I'm reading your comments, Michael, but I'm not going to say them out. Hello, Bruce. Hello, Jackie. Nice to have you here. I'm going to do a healing. Yes, I'm good. Thank you, Jackie. I hope you are well too. I'm just going to put my air conditioner on here because it is a little hot here today. I wanted to do a heal. Oh, hi, Kathy. Welcome, Kathy. A healing for the shift that's happening on the 21st of December. Now we're been leading up to this big. It's one of the big shifts for our ascension. It's like a turning point. My guides have kind of showed me that it's a more of a split that's happening at the moment. So it's like the people that are ascending and the people that aren't. I think you can interpret it a lot of different ways, but we all are going up to a higher level, although they have explained to me that it is a choice. Some people choose not to ascend, therefore, they'll stay on a certain level, where those that are working with spirit, working on their own energy, going towards what their highest good is. Basically, if you're listening to something like this, another healing, then you're on the path of ascension. This 21st is like a major turning point where you basically within yourself have to have made a decision by this time if you are going to ascend or not. Basically, if you have made the decision already that you ascend, meaning raising your vibration, there's not necessarily going to be an elevator come and we all go up together, but it may seem like that. Nothing may really seem to change, although you can see there's a lot of turmoil on the planet. There's a lot of energy happening. You might find a lot of your own emotional stuff coming up, things coming up constantly to be cleared. It's like sometimes we're sort of bombarded with, I don't want to say problems, but things that we've got to work through, issues coming up, things on the outside, things on the inside. What it is designed to do is actually for us to take these, let's say, problems or contrast or issues and turn them into, try to work them out the best that we can and try to cope and manage all the energies that are coming at us all the time on the planet. But anyway, this 21st of December is a focal point. It's like a time where we've decided that we're going to shift, time that we're going to go towards that which is our own highest good, following our heart, following our truth, following our calling in our soul desire, really, without making it too complex. We're just working through things the best that we can. So, Jackie's just written a message there. Could it be affecting sleep patterns? Yes, it can. Now, a lot of people, myself included, are getting a lot of dreams. I'm getting a lot of dreams. So I'm actually sleeping a little bit more than normal. And I'm sleeping 8 to 9 hours because I'm getting so much intense dreaming that I feel I need to sleep that little bit longer. I know that some people keep waking up. There's different meanings, there's different things that are happening, but yes, it definitely can be affecting our sleep. Sometimes when we relax, we feel the energies more, and that could actually make us not sleep. So it can be affecting you in many different ways, and yes, it can be affecting your sleep. Now, is there any particular way that it's affecting your sleep, Jackie? Is it keeping you awake? You may need to ground because there's so much energy coming through you. You may need to ground. Sometimes we're in a relaxed state. Our guides wish to communicate with us then, and they'll keep us awake until that you've got the message sometimes. So there's a lot of different things that could happen. But yes, the energy can be affecting your sleep, from sleeping more to sleeping less to waking up at particular times. There's a lot of different things, and yes, it can be. So what I'd like to do for if you want to write later, Jackie, in what way it's affecting your sleep, but for tonight, well, it's 10 p.m. here in Australia. I want to do an energy healing, insomnia. Yeah, it could be. It could be that the guides may want Jackie to particularly to tell you something, and they're keeping you awake, and you still haven't got it, and they're keeping you awake. In that case, if it was that, you would just keep asking your guides what the message is. Now, that may not be it. That could be it. Um, Waking up often at 3 a.m. Just see if there's a certain feeling or a certain message that they want to receive, or if you're hearing or feeling anything. Sometimes in the awake state, we're ignoring certain signs or energies or communication from our guides, and they'll wake us up at a certain time because we're more in a relaxed state and we're more able to receive their communication. So just check that first, Jackie, if you're waking up, that the guides aren't actually trying to tell you something. And the way that you do that is, please, guides, help me to receive the message. Please make it clearer. Even you could meditate during the day and ask them for the message that they're trying to give you at night be communicated clearly to you during the day, so it doesn't disrupt your sleep. So that would be the first thing. They may be trying to get a message to you. Ask during a meditation during the day, so you don't have to be woken up at night, and see how you go with that. If you don't get it, then try asking a few times. Now, if you don't get it, then try grounding. You could need to ground because there's so much energy coming through your body at the moment, and all of us are being supercharged with energy. That also may be keeping you awake. So just try those two things. There could be other things as well. You can have that you need to do some processing in your sleep, which means you do need to actually go into a deep sleep, and you're not being able to. You may be actually, which is interesting. Now I'm giving you the few things that I think could be the problem. The other one is you're actually needing to sleep and processing, and without consciously knowing it, you're refusing to do the process in your sleep. Now, you wouldn't know this. This happens only because, well, you might know this, but I'm getting told this sometimes, that you need to process all the healing and all the stuff that's happened to you in your sleep. And sometimes we're refusing to do it, although we don't know that we're refusing. So what you could say in this case, Jackie, if you're needing to process something in your sleep and you're actually subconsciously blocking yourself from processing and therefore sleeping, you can say to your guides, it's my free will and choice to process what I need to in my dreams. So that's going to help you too, because you probably didn't realize that you had to process something. So then you're choosing to process it, then it may help your sleep. It's my free will and choice to process what I need to in my dreams, and that may help you to sleep, Jackie. So just try those three things. We can all try them actually, because sleep's getting, there's a lot of dreaming, there's a lot of processing, and there's even some communication happening for some of us from our guides. I know sometimes at night, if I hadn't got the message that they want to send me during the day, they'll tell me late at night. And it's actually when you're in the relaxed state, it's easier to receive the guidance as well. So I hope that all helps you, Jackie. I think I feel like the last one might be the strongest, that you say it's my free will and choice to process what I need to in my dreams. And that may help you to fall asleep, because then you are choosing to do the processing, or, continue your healing in your dream state, so to speak. So very good, Jackie. That should help. So who else have we got here? I think I've said hello to everybody. I think I've said hello to everybody. I'm actually going to do a healing for us all tonight to help us to prepare for the 21st. So I'll get that in a moment. You're very welcome. I'll get that going in a moment. Let me just see how we're going. What they'll do, they'll actually begin to prepare me and bring the energy through for us in a moment. So first of all, is there any, usually I finish off with questions. Is there any other questions that anybody has just before we start? I might answer the questions before we start this evening. Usually I do the healing and then do some questions, but if anybody's got any questions right now, anything that's going on in their lives that they need help with, just message me there and I'll tune in and ask for you, and then we might get ready. And in the meantime, we're also getting ready and being prepared for the energy healing for later. So we actually might, as I said, do the questions now. If you have any questions, then just write them in the comments and I'll tune in and get a message for you. And then we're going to go ahead and do the energy healing. But we can all start to prepare for the energy healing by saying, higher self, please prepare me for the energy healing. That's if you want to stay on and do the energy healing later. You can actually begin that by saying, higher self, please prepare me for the energy healing. And that's coming later. But in the meantime, if anyone has any questions, anything that's going on in their life that they need help with, please just message me and I'll tune in for you. So let's have a look now. When I do energy healings, which we're coming up to later, I usually say, when I work with people to do energy healings, the first thing I usually say is, higher self, prepare me. So I get everybody to say that, and that kind of means you're getting, well, it does mean that you're getting ready and getting prepared for the energy healing that's coming next. So if there's no questions, then I'll move on. I have got my tarot here if anybody wants a tarot card. But the next thing, if we're going to move straight on to the healing, the next thing we would say is, it's my free will and choice to release any blocks that I may be experiencing in relation to this 21st of December. So if sometimes with our spiritual growth, our own personal development, we kind of think we should be reached a certain level or be at a certain place or something by a certain time, and this could be relating to this turning point of the 21st. There may be something in your, I wouldn't say subconscious, perhaps you're pre-planning when you plan to come on this earth. You may have said to yourself, by the 21st of December 2020, I want to be at this stage and done this much. Although it's not set, but you could be feeling this sort of, oh, I don't think I've got far enough. I should have gotten further. That sort of feeling. So what I would say in that case, and we can all do it, it's our free will and choice to release any blocks that we may have of approaching or moving through the 21st of December with ease and grace. So basically we said so far, I asked my higher self to prepare me. And the second thing would be, it's my free will and choice to release any blocks that I have in moving through approaching and moving through the date of the 21st of December 2020. Just because it's kind of a focal point, and a lot of spiritual people, all people really, but especially the spiritual people that are following this thing, perhaps thought they would be at a certain stage at this and may fear that they're not, which is not really, it doesn't really matter. You are where you are and you can always catch up or go, it doesn't really matter, but there might be this, oh, I'm worried that I'm not up to date and all that. You could just say, it's my free will and choice to release any blocks or restrictions on approaching the 21st of December and moving through it with ease and grace. You can say something like that to yourself. The first thing was, higher self, prepare me. The second thing was free will and choice to remove any blocks. And this is actually preparing us for an energy healing that I'm going to do in a moment. So if you say those two things, you'll be prepared. And in the meantime, I'm going to pick a card. Now, let me see. I'm a little bit drawn to Michelle here. Michelle, I've got your message here. I do see some other people written, but I'm drawn to Michelle. Michelle, how can I best navigate the current energies I have with my daughter and the financial to and fro unresolved issues with her dad? Okay, let me have a look at that, Michelle. I'm just going to, in the meantime, Michelle, if you would also like to say those affirmations, because I feel the energy healing is also going to help you, which is coming up, as with everybody that's watching. And what we're doing to prepare for the energy healing is it's our free will and choice to release any blocks we may have on approaching the 21st of December and moving through it with ease and grace. Say something like that. This is for everybody as well to say as we prepare, higher self, prepare me. And then it's my free will and choice to release any blocks I have of approaching the 21st and moving through with ease and grace, moving through the 21st above and beyond that. So that's our preparation affirmations. Now I'm going to choose a little card for Michelle here. Now, interestingly enough, Michelle, I do pick up on things once I start tuning in for that person. I've got the cards and I'm sort of shuffling them around and around like that, and then I'll get them up and shuffle them. But actually, what I'm seeing for you, firstly, Michelle, which is very interesting, I'm actually seeing a dragon. Now it's a good dragon. A lot of people actually have dragons as a guide. Now, when I first heard this, I thought, oh, I don't know about that. But anyway, as I go along, I'm getting a bit more used to the energy of dragons. Now, they are believed to have lived on the earth at one stage, and a lot of powerful healers can actually have dragons as guides. And I'm feeling like there's actually a dragon energy around you, Michelle, in association with these questions you're asking. So isn't that interesting? Now, I do feel on occasions, now I don't say this 100%, but when there's often, you know how the Asian people have the dragon that, I don't know, there's a word for that dragon that they have as they go through and do their celebrations. It can be associated with people from Asia or the Asian continents, Asia, or having an Asian influence. I'm not saying that is particularly, but often it's associated with Asian or working with Asian people. But I'm getting a dragon influence there. So what I would say is I accept the healing from the dragon. Now, I know it sounds a little strange, but that's what I'm picking up for you, firstly, for this, in relation to this situation. You may need some dragon energy. So I would ask that you receive healing from a dragon. It may be your own personal guide that it appears to be a dragon. Now, it's nothing to be scared of, although they are very powerful, but it may be, and I'm feeling, sensing the energy and the healing that you need for this particular situation. So to be of benefit to you, I would get you to say that I receive, you could say, I receive healing from the dragon. It could be your guide, it could be someone else's dragon. Let me tune in and see. I feel it's more a dragon that's come in to do healing for you. So it's not particularly your own dragon, but it is a dragon energy that could be very helpful to healing this situation. So let me just help you a little bit with that. Now, other people that are listening, of course, you may pick up on some of this energy, but what I'm doing, I'm bringing through some dragon healing for Michelle for her situation. I direct this dragon healing to Michelle and what she's working through, her relationship with her daughter and the financial situations that she's having as well. I bring through this dragon energy. I feel it coming through me, and I'm directing it to heal the issues Michelle's having. Well, they're probably not Michelle's issues. They're other people's issues that are affecting Michelle. But anyway, we're directing them towards those issues that Michelle is having. I'm just going to up the energy a bit, and we've got a hello from Tawera in London. Hi, Tawera. Thanks for joining us. I'm just sending some dragon energy out for Michelle just to help her. Did I say Michelle? I have a client, Michelle. I hope I haven't said Michelle. It's Michelle. And I'm just going to, I've sent the dragon energy to help heal the situation. And now I'm just going to choose a card for the tarot just to support the information for Michelle. Now, everyone else that's watching, you may actually pick up on some of that dragon energy for yourself as well. It's quite possible when I'm sending healing to other people that you actually get a healing yourself. I'm not particularly directing it everybody, but it's interesting how when you listen to other people's healings, you can actually pick up on the healing energy. But I was guided to direct the dragon energy to Michelle for helping and healing. And I'm just going to draw a card for Michelle as well about her situation. Okay, one just flew out then. And the card that flew out is the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is quite a good card. It's a materialistic and business card. It's a positive card. It's a good association with somebody. So I would have to say in the areas of financial, it's more of a stable card than a problem card. So I would say there's going to be stability coming with especially with the financial issues. So I feel that's a good card to choose. It shows me that perhaps although you're having unresolved financial issues, there is a stability and a foundation there. And I feel with that stable basis that the financial issues will begin to resolve, particularly here in February. You'll begin to see, I feel, a turnaround in this situation. I'm getting a lot more stable, a lot more grounded. There's more foundation. There's more things to build on. And a two also can represent good energy around relationships as well. So if we're also talking about the relationship with your daughter, that's a good sign as well. So I'm feeling with that card and the dragon healing, we're actually getting a positive result. So I'm feeling good foundations, solidness. I'm feeling something now we can build on. If there was frustrations and delays and issues in the past, I have to say when we're drawing that card, it's looking good for the future. I am going to pick a support card for Michelle, and we've got the Empress reversed. So the Empress reversed shows me that I feel like it's representing you, Michelle, where you've actually been completely turned on your head and completely confused, and a lot of things have been changed and topsy-turvy and all over the place. I do feel like the Empress, unfortunately, can represent a past thing that may have happened due to a pregnancy again. You may have had a problem with the pregnancy, but I feel like that issues are probably sorted out. But I have to say that I do see that there. I do feel like things, because of this card, is going to sort out, but you've been through the ringer. This is what it's saying. It's like complete turnaround, complete confusion, frustration, and things all over the place, even perhaps some health problems. And it does indicate there may have been a past problem with the pregnancy. I just wanted to get something in to support that. Maybe you had an issue when you were pregnant with your daughter that could be the foundations of some problems. When you're carrying somebody and it's a difficult pregnancy, some of those energetic issues can sort of mix up the relationship later too. So if that's the case, or it was a previous pregnancy that was a problem, it may be affecting the relationship with your daughter. So the dragon healing is also going to help with that, Michelle. So I do feel like although these problems have happened, it's all looking better in the future, more stable and more solid basis and foundation where you can allow things to grow and move forward, particularly around February and moving into March. I'm feeling a lot more stable. That's next year. So I hope that's helped, Michelle. I hope that's helped. That was a long reading, wasn't it? I hope that's helped. And Michael's written, dragon is powerful Chinese star sign that can help people get back on their feet and roll. Well, that's perfect. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for that information. I do know Michael's in Taiwan, so he'll know about those sort of things. So that's perfect to help Michelle at the moment. So good work, everybody. So we're going to actually move ahead with our energy healing at the moment. So if you'd like to stay on, and we're going to do an energy healing. If you're already watched, you'll know that we've said for the energy healing. So the energy healing, if you've just joined us, is going to help us with the shift through to the shift on the 21st of December. The energy healing that I'm going to do is helping us to move through that. The first thing that we need to do for that energy healing is say, higher self, prepare me. So if you'd like to participate in the healing, just say that to yourself now. Higher self, prepare me, if you haven't already, because I did repeat it earlier, but we're repeating it again. Higher self, prepare me. And the second thing is, it's my free will and choice to release any blocks that we may have on shifting through, approaching the 21st of December and shifting through with ease and grace. Because, as I said, it's like a marker point, and we think, oh goodness, I thought I'd be further ahead than now. Or perhaps you're feeling like overwhelmed, there's so many things that you want to do, something like that. We may have said before we come into this lifetime, at this certain time, 21st of December 2020, I want to have done this, this, and this, and I want to be at this energy level. And sometimes if we're not, we're feeling a little bit stressed. That may not be the case. You may find that you shift very smoothly and very easily through this if you've done a lot of your inner work. It may not be a problem. So whatever level you're at, this energy healing that I'm about to do will help and assist you with this shift that's coming. So my free will and choice to release any blocks or restrictions that I may have, that is going to help me approach, well, it's not far away to approach the 21st of December and move through it with ease and grace. So now once you've said that, you're up to date. We're going to move on to the next bit in a moment. And what the next bit involves is the way that I do most of my healings. And when I receive energy, I receive it through my higher self. My own higher self tells me which energies to channel to people. And also I'm going to connect you all in a moment with the Intergalactic Council. And the Intergalactic Council is going to have an energy come through for us all that will be very beneficial for us all to move through this time, 21st of December and beyond. So it's like the energy frequencies are lifting on the planet. And with that lifting, a lot of our issues can come up. You can see a lot of shit hitting the fan all over the world. That's because everything's coming up to be healed. And as it comes up to be healed, this energy is going to help us as we go up and up and up with our own issues and our own things that are coming up for us. So free will and choice to release any blocks or restrictions that we may have on approaching the 21st and moving through with ease and grace, and higher self prepare us. So I'm actually feeling to take our time with this. So please bear with me. There would be a reason that I'm not actually giving you the healing straight away. They're preparing us slowly. So I hope you, if you're up to date, you would have said the higher self, preparing on approach, free will and choice to release any blocks. And the third step would be, please align me now with the Intergalactic Council. And now we're going to take another little sort of pause with it. So if anybody's got another question, let's have a see. Did anybody want Michelle said, thank you for your time, energy, and insight. It's helpful and appreciated. You're very welcome, Michelle. I hope that has helped you. The dragon energy felt really nice, and I feel that will support whatever's happening to you. And please stay on for the energy healing. Once the guides give it to me, they're taking a little bit of time. Perhaps we need a little bit of time to prepare for that. So saying the affirmations will help, and we'll get aligned and we'll get on with the business in a few moments, the business of the healing. So if there's any other questions, I think there was another question there. Vicky did say she would love a card, but she doesn't have a question. Okay, Vicky, I'm just feeling that I'm just tuning in for Vicky at the moment, and what I'm actually picking up for Vicky is a little bit of they're showing me a little bit of a block around the soul energy. Now, I don't always like to use the word block, but that's kind of the easiest word I can use for this. What I'm seeing. So I'm seeing they're referring to as your soul energy with a small block around it. So, Vicky, what I'm picking up for you is simply to say, and we've sort of done this with our affirmation. So it's interesting how they kind of know where you're at. So the guides look at who's watching, and the healing would really be helpful for everybody because they can pick up on who's watching and who will watch in the future on the replay. So for Vicky, particularly for Vicky, I'm seeing a little block on a soul level, and what the affirmation for Vicky would be is, it's my free will and choice to release any blocks on a soul level. So that would be the message, Vicky. It's my free will and choice to release any blocks that I may have on a soul level. Yeah, that's the message, Vicky. I'll just choose a card quick. They may not have a huge. When you don't actually have a question, that's fine. I always can check, but that's what I'm getting, that there's a small block on the soul level, and just by saying, Vicky, I release, it's my free will and choice. You could say it's my free will and choice to ask my higher self to release any blocks that I may have at a soul level. So when you're connected more with your soul, you're connected with more of who you are, your life purpose, your soulmates, that sort of thing. So it's a good one for us all to do from time to time. It's our free will and choice to release any blocks that we may have at a soul level. I'll just pick a quick card and see if I can pick up on anything else, Vicky, for you. That can this Six of Swords can indicate a time of moving away from sadness, and dealing with whatever's happened in the past. So I feel perhaps, although it indicates moving, I feel like you actually aren't moving, but you're still dealing with stuff from the past, and a little bit of sadness may have been in the soul level, and that's what they were indicating for us to remove today. So yeah, so I don't know if you're feeling a little bit sad, not so much unhappy, but it's like a sadness that's come up from the past that needs to be released. So although this indicates movement, I'm feeling that you're actually quite still, but dealing things like sadness from the past. Although sometimes we can get a little bit reflective on things that have actually happened in the past, which actually can make us a little bit melancholy or sad in the present. But I feel like you're actually moving through issues and healing them, and the soul healing was perfect, and it resonates very well with that card. Although that card does indicate a little bit of sadness and a little bit of healing needed, I think you're doing it, and I think you're moving through it. There's just a few more issues that may come up in the next bit, so they were spot on with the healing and needing you to release at a soul level. So I think that's what that's indicating for you, just a little bit more healing to be done. And they gave us the affirmation of free will and choice to release any blocks at a soul level. That can indicate other things, but for you, that's what I'm picking up at the moment. Now, if you've just joined us, we're building up to do a healing, and the healing is for the 21st of December. The first step to prepare us for the healing was simply to say, higher self, prepare me. The second step was just to say, it's my free will and choice to release any blocks that I may have personally on approaching the 21st of December and moving through it with ease and grace. That's the second part. And then the third part would be where the healing energy is actually coming from is the Intergalactic Council, a very powerful group of beings that I work with that send particular energies for people. So the third step would be, please align me with the Intergalactic Council. They're giving it to me in stages, so please stay with me till the end when we'll finally get the healing. But in the meantime, I'm just picking a few cards for people. I'm going to pick one for Tawera. Let's see how Tawera is going. Tawera, I'm feeling a little bit of something on my back. It's like we're carrying a little bit of a burden. Sometimes when we're going through stuff and changes, it can affect different parts of our body. I'm just feeling a little bit of an awareness go to my back there when I'm tuning in for Tawera. So I would just ask that I'm just going to send Tawera a little bit of healing energy. I'm feeling like she's a little bit weighed down with energy, and I'm actually feeling energy is on my back. So I would be guided. My thoughts would be to say I release any energy that I'm holding on to, but they're actually telling me just to channel energy healing to Tawera. So please stay on for the healing that I'm going to do for everybody at the end. This particular energy is going to Tawera just to help lift off any, burdens that she may feel that she's carrying, or any heavy energies that she may feel around her. This energy is going to Tawera. And now, why I'm sending energy to particular people, other people may pick up on what energy I'm sending out as well. So just while I'm sending this to Tawera, she can say it's my free will and choice to accept this energy. It's just to lighten up things, Tawera, a little bit. Free will and choice for Tawera to accept this energy and clear her energy field of any burdens. I send any heavy energy to the light, and using this energy that I'm channeling to go into your energy field, it's clearing up your energy and releasing any blocks or restrictions. So that's for Tawera. That will help you. And Archangel Michael, please put a beautiful light of protection around Tawera. And I'm also being guided to say something about Tawera's future. Now let's have a look at the future. They're just telling me that something's coming up for Tawera in the future, which is very good. We need to begin to connect Tawera with the right people. So they're actually wanting to bring a soul energy that's going to be compatible with Tawera. It's not necessarily a love romance, but it could be. But they are bringing in a particular soul energy that Tawera needs to work with. So it will be a person that's probably connected to her in business and for her work. And sometimes they want to do healings to help us to connect to these people so we can find them. So it feels like a soulmate energy. I'm not entirely sure it's a soulmate of a romantic kind, but it could be. But it feels more like an energetic connection that needs to happen on a soul level. There seems to be a little bit of a block or boundary from Tawera actually connecting with this person. So just to help her with that, I'm just asking that the guides, angels, and higher self remove any blocks to Tawera connecting with this person on a soul level. And I would ask that Tawera ask for this connection to happen in her dream state as well. I ask for this connection to happen in my dream state, just to help you connect with this soul energy. So you're going to meet them on the physical, but we can do a little bit of energetic work first so you don't miss them. Free will and choice to connect with this person on a soul level, feels like a soulmate, and also ask to be connected in your dream state to this person. And that will help you to meet them in the physical. So I hope that helps, Tawera. I'm going to move on now. I did see somebody else here. Josh, would you like a card? I did see Josh Simmons. Do you want a card, Josh? I know Josh, so I'm just wondering, does he still want a card? I'll pick up. There's a little bit of I'm just going to pick a card for Josh and see what comes up. I'm just going to pick a card. Was there any particular question, Josh, or would you just like me to choose a card? Sometimes we can feel, I know I do feel, sometimes we feel a little bit confined, because I guess with the closing down of everything and that, we can feel a little bit confined. my guides are just saying to remember to expand your energies out, Josh, and they tell me to do this a lot for myself. So it's just a feeling that we get. It's our during, and we can all do this from time to time. With the lockdowns and everything, we tend to get this feeling of being closed in, which is understandable. Okay, I'll do that for you, a relationship as well, but I'm getting this closed in feeling, which is probably going to be a lot of us at this time with this lockdowns and stuff that we're all experiencing from time to time. Um, we would naturally want to bring our energy in as such, but my guides remind me to not to forget to expand your energy out, and you can only do this through your through your own intuition, your own feeling, your own sensitivities. It's like, oh yeah, when you sense your own energy and aura, you may feel that you're a little bit closed in. Just spend some time every now and then expanding out your energy. And I do mention this quite a lot in my videos, in my classes, and my guides often tell me to do it myself and not to forget to do it. So it's something that we can all do. And what I do is just say to people to just get a sense of your own energy vibration and just allow it to expand. Now, sometimes, as I said, during lockdown, we do get that feeling where we want to close our energy in, and it may actually serve us as like a protection thing to bring our energy in from time to time. And it's not actually a wrong thing to do. But what would be not so much wrong, but not as much benefit for us would be to continually bring it in. And then we're kind of shutting off bits of ourselves in a way. And they remind me, and I'm picking up for Josh to remember to expand our energy out and get a sense of how big our own energy fields are. And that message is for me and for everybody to get a sense, and don't forget to expand your energy out. If you go too far, you've gone too far and you'll feel a little overwhelmed. Sometimes you feel like you're going to go up to the stars with your energy. There is actually a feeling that our energy is infinite, but try going as big as you can, maybe as big as the earth. This is actually very important for us with our spiritual growth, that we learn to expand our energy and learn to get a sense of where our energy is normally. You may feel it goes up to the stars or even further. You may get a sense that you actually have an infinite expanded energy. And they're telling me that's very important for us to get a sense of moving through these higher energies and higher vibrations. So Josh in particular, but we could all say, higher self, please help me to recognize my expanded energy field. Higher self, please help me to recognize my expanded energy, or where my energy sits normally. And you can do it by your own sense. You can sort of sense where your energy is or how far it can go. As I said, if you go too far, you begin to feel overwhelmed. So don't go too far. Just bring it into where you feel comfortable. But remember that it's going to bring us more power, more confidence, more intuitive energies, and more knowingness about our true selves by recognizing our power and our expanded energy. So that's a very important one for Josh and for all of us as well, myself included. Now, Josh just said, is my relationship right for me? Let me just get a card, Josh, and I'll see. I'm going to shuffle. I just asked that the card that I choose for Josh is for his highest good in love and light. And we're going to get to the healing. We must have needed time to prepare for this major healing today. So do bear with me and we'll get to the healing by the end. I'm just going to pick a card for Josh. The main purpose of the live today was to help us to prepare for the shift happening on the 21st. But they're giving it to me in stages, the actual healing. And we'll be all prepared together in that way. And in the meantime, I decided to choose a few cards, and I'm just choosing one for Josh about his relationship. I'm giving him a good shuffle. Just ask in love and light for the highest good. And choose a card. I'm just a little bit... there's a real reluctance to choose the... Oh, one just jumped out. I might just... The Temperance came out. Now, because it fell on the floor, I don't actually know if it came out reversed or upright. So I'll tell you that the upright Temperance means good balance. It can also sometimes indicate like an angelic presence. it does indicate a good balance of positive and negative, male and female. So the relationship at times, I would say, is balanced. Now, since the card flew out, I take that we may need to read it. If it came out upside down, it actually has a interesting meaning where it can mean out of balance, and it can mean out of balance in relation to drugs and alcohol, interestingly enough. So there could be an issue with drugs and alcohol within the relationship, but I'm actually getting both. I'm actually getting it can be restored and bring about a good balance in the relationship. There could be a drug and alcohol problem there in the past or in the future, or having had dealt with that at some stage, but I'm feeling you can actually bring it into balance quite well. So I have to say, from my initial instincts, it's actually not a bad relationship, and you will find that you can overcome most of your problems. So let me just get an additional card here for you with that. It's feeling good at the moment. There may be a few issues, but I feel like with the work you can actually overcome them, which would tend to say that the relationship's good at this time. I'm asking for a support card. Yeah, so that work may be an issue, so you may not have as much time together as you would like. There may be a few financial issues. So, I mean, sometimes that does create blocks and problems in relationships as well. There may be a little bit of planning needed in some way. And I feel like a little bit of work, a little bit of managing this relationship actually could be quite good, and probably is quite good. And I would tend to say from these cards that I've chosen, it's actually a good relationship. So keep working at it. That's the kind of message I'm getting for you. I don't know if it's going to last forever, but it may do. But I would keep working at it because it's got good potential. I wouldn't give up just yet. So that's not that you're going to give up, but I'd have to say the relationship is workable and manageable. So I would stick with it. That would be that I wouldn't give up on that one. I hope that's helped, Josh. Michael, I was just going to choose a card for Michael just quickly. I saw Michael wanted a card. Michael's just written something here. Sorry, Michael, I didn't read that before. Could we ask for calm and healing during the time of Christmas and beyond with the fear of COVID? I feel like there are so many of us weighed down by this period of uncertainty and negativity affecting all thoughts and fears for the future. Well, I kind of think they're taking care of that with this big healing that I'm doing for us all. So although it's I'm not particularly mentioning the COVID and the COVID situation with the healing, it would be involved all involved in that. So the healing for the 21st that I'm doing does incorporate the COVID situation as well. So you're very welcome, Josh. So I just want to get everybody up to date, because the main point of today was actually to do a healing for everybody. I did miss somebody else there. I'm not sure if I can get to everybody at the moment, but I may just tune in quickly for Ash in a moment. Ash heals, and then I have to get on with the healing, and we're done for today. So if you've joined us from the beginning, we're actually doing a healing for the 21st of December and moving through that with ease and grace, as to say, so to speak. There could be a little bit of strange energies going on as we approach this date. There may be nothing in particular that actually happens, but I do feel like it's a marker point for us all in history with our spiritual growth and development. So the first thing for today was, and we're preparing for this healing that's been coming since I started the live today. They're giving it to me slowly today. The guides are giving me this particular healing slowly. This healing is for us all for the 21st of December. The first step is just to say, higher self, prepare me. You could say higher self and guides, prepare me. That would be the first step, as I've said earlier, but I'm just getting everybody up to date. Higher self, prepare me. The second step is, it's my free will and choice to move towards the 21st of December, sorry. Have I said September? I feel like I've said September. December with ease and grace. Move through and beyond. Remove any blocks in moving towards the 21st of December and beyond. It's my free will and choice to remove any blocks. And the third step is to ask for alignment with the Intergalactic Council. So once you've said all those things, you're up to date. And we're going to move on with the last bit of the healing. I'm just going to choose a quick card for Ash. I have plenty of questions, although apparently right now they do not want to form themselves. I would love a card. So you've got a lot of questions, but you can't think of which one to ask. Ash heals. I'm wondering where Ash is from. I don't know how to find out where Ash is from. Okay, I don't know where Ash is from. What I would like to do is choose a card for Ash. I feel like the question has something to do where she lives at the moment. So what I'll do, it's interesting when this is not always the case, but sometimes when you don't have a question or you don't know, Mildura, so you're from Australia, because I'm getting the climate is a little bit of affecting you as well. I don't know. I'm in Wagga, so I'm not that far. Well, I guess I am, but not the other side of the world. I'm in Wagga, so I'm getting you having some sort of effect from the climate at the moment. Whether we're worried about climate change or there's some issue coming up with climate change or being affected by the climate. Oh, you're currently in Wagga. Oh, that's interesting. There's an issue with, I'm getting climate change. I'm just sort of not sure what the problem is. I feel like you're having a problem in your body in relation to the climate change. So what I would actually ask you that you actually, let's see how, the best thing I could suggest at the moment is get a little bit, now this is probably not what you're expecting, but this is what I'm getting told. You're actually having a vibrational or energetic reaction to the climate or the climate change or the climate in Wagga or something climate related. So what I would actually ask you to do is you need a healing, a personal healing on that. And the way that you could do that is actually ask, now wait for it. I know you didn't expect this, but sometimes these things are so way out, they're actually exactly what you need. And that's what I'm finding with what my guides are telling me. You actually need to go and sit near a tree and ask the tree to rebalance your energy. Now, you wouldn't probably have expected that, but my guides are telling me you're actually having a reaction to climate or the climate change that's going on, and you need to rebalance your body. And the way that you would do that is by going out into nature. They're showing me to sit by a tree and ask for rebalancing. The tree will actually do that for you. You don't have to tell anyone what you're doing. Don't tell people that you're doing, because they probably think, oh, she's lost it. But no, you haven't. You're actually doing a very powerful thing. I'll tell you why it's powerful, because my guides are telling you to do it. So you'll have a spiritual support from my guides and your guides. And trees are very powerful. When you call forth to do healing with trees, it can be very powerful. And I would encourage everybody to ask the trees for healing. If you can't directly energetically connect to them, visualize them in your meditation and begin to connect with the power of the trees. I mean, we all saw the movie Avatar, didn't we? And that's really showing us the power of the trees during that film and what they can stand for. So Ash, that's what I'm getting. You wouldn't have thought that, would you? So go and find a tree, sit by the tree and ask for healing for the tree, and your body is having a reaction to the climate here in Wagga, or I'm particularly thinking climate change. So higher self, guides and angels, please rebalance Ash's energy in relation to the climate or climate change. And as well, she's going to go and sit by a tree. If you're feeling anything more, please message me, or you could even come for a healing, a personal healing if you felt, but do message me after, because that is an unusual message to receive, but I feel like that's what I'm getting for you. So there you go. Yes, you need rebalancing in your energy, and I'm getting asked to tell. Or the other thing you could do is put your feet in some salt water. You'd have to buy some Epsom salts or something and just soak your feet in salt water and ask to be rebalanced. But that would take a bit longer. I feel like you need to put your feet in salt water for like maybe 3 or 4 days every day for 15 or 20 minutes. But the tree would be the the more beneficial healing. And just use your own instincts when you get and find a tree, which tree you use and where you do it. Just use your own instincts, and if it doesn't feel it, try it again. But I feel like the tree is the way to go. That's what I'm getting. So I'm going to leave you there. Message me if you need to talk about that a little bit more, because I need to move on to our healing. So we're finally going to get the final step, everybody. I wasn't expecting to draw it out this long. First step, higher self, prepare me. Second step, free will and choice. This is for the healing for the 21st of December. First step, higher self, prepare me. Second step, it's my free will and choice to remove any blocks or obstacles that I may have, us personally, moving towards the 21st, through and beyond. And the third step is Intergalactic Council, please align with me. Now here we go with the main part of the healing. If you've said those 3 steps and you've stayed with me all this time, then you'll be ready for this part of the healing. Now it's a very powerful alignment, and we're actually all ready to shift into this. So I'm going to bring the energy through now. I'm feeling it's very heart-based. So I'm going to connect with you all that are watching, and I'll put this up on the replay, so some people may be also watching the replay. So you're included in this, and even if you're watching it in the future, after the 21st, you may feel like this energy is also for you as well, and it will be. I'm included in everybody that is watching now and that will watch in the future. I now accept the energy from the Intergalactic Council into my heart. So the actual energy transmission from the Intergalactic Councils coming into your heart space. And all we need to do is say, I accept the energy into my heart. Now, because we've taken time to prepare for it, and I've got you all in my awareness, even if you're watching this in the future, you will be included, and you followed me, you followed the steps, and all you need to say now, it's my free will and choice to receive the energy into my heart. It's coming from the Intergalactic Council, and you can just put your hand on your heart while you're receiving the energy. If you need assistance, if you feel that you need some assistance in accepting this energy, just ask your angels and guides to help you to accept the energy. I ask for help to accept the energy. Free will and choice to accept this energy into my heart. Now, as it comes into your heart, I feel like it's coming down maybe in the top of our head into our heart and then out into our auric field. It's doing a whole rebalancing of our whole systems. It's doing an energetic clearing. It's raising our frequency. It's clearing out any blocks in our consciousness. You may be even added in a few insights that you may receive into your own life. I now receive the energy into my heart space. And you might feel the energy coming down through the top of your head into your heart chakra. And then you can accept the energy and almost like feel it expanding out into your aura and beyond. And you can say, I accept the healing that goes with this energy, because sometimes it will heal something. We're expecting it to heal something and shift something within us. So you can accept that this energy will heal something for you. I accept that it will heal something. I accept this energy. Higher self and spiritual team, please help me to receive this energy. You can say that if you need any help. If you want to type anything there, I feel like everybody's receiving it. I'm not feeling any blocks. I feel there may be just a tad of resistance for some of us. Perhaps we don't fully know the energy that we're getting, and I understand that usually I don't have a huge explanation of what the energy is. Therefore, we could have a little bit of fear or not sure, and that can actually block the energy fully coming in at this time. So that's why I often say I ask my own spiritual team. You could say that. I ask my own spirit guides, higher self, angels, whoever that you work with, to help me to receive this energy. I release any fears of accepting this energy as well. I felt that then we might have had a little bit of fear or another additional block, although we did attempt to remove all the blocks in the beginning, but when it comes to actually receiving it, we could have had further blocks. So any further blocks or additional restrictions that we're having, we ask that they be removed, and we fully accept this energy into our heart space. Higher self, please help me to accept this energy. I'll just wait a few moments while this energy is still coming through. If you had any comments, you feel free to comment. It's actually running clearer now. I feel like it's running a lot clearer for us all now. I just said that we may have an additional block or additional fear there when we actually go to receiving the energy. And when I ask for that to be cleared, for myself personally, I feel it flowing, but I feel it flowing a lot better for the whole group as well. Free will and choice to release, to accept this energy. Okay, we're almost done, people. Very good, very good work. Very good work. Usually they give the energy all in one go, but they tended to space it out a bit tonight with the card readings in between. But I feel it's still coming through, so I'm just going to wait a little bit longer. Michael said he feels it from Taiwan very powerfully. Oh, that's good, Michael. I think we really need this energy to help us. I feel it's still coming through for us all, so I'm just going to wait a little bit longer. And we accept the energy that's meant for us at this time. Allow the energy to come through in the perfect amount for each person that's watching. The perfect amount in the perfect way for each person that's watching. And we accept the healing at this time that's meant for us. Whatever's meant to come to us from this healing, that we fully accept and allow. And I think we're done. We're done with the healing. We're done, everybody. You may feel like it's still coming through, and that's okay. Yeah, good work, everybody. That's all I can say. I feel like it will sort of, you may feel a little bit like intense energy coming through for a few more moments, and then it should just smooth out. And you may feel in the next couple of days that you're connecting more and more with the energy, and that was to assist us in the 21st of December. I may come back and do another one on the day, but they told me to actually do it before the day so we can actually prepare for it. So you may feel nothing really may happen on the 21st. It might be just another day, although I was told to do something special on that day. So if you can kind of do something that you really love to do on that day, it actually helps, because apparently it's a lead into 2021, and they look at what you're doing on that day and think, okay, this is where this person's energy at, therefore we're going to, anyway, the simple thing is to do something good on that day, because it can have an effect on what comes in the next year for you. Apparently, that's what I heard. So, absolutely amazing. Thanking you. You're very welcome, Ash. And Bruce said, "Thank you. I'm so glad that you to stayed to receive the energy." And thank you to everybody else that's watching. Do you know what? I'm feeling like somebody else needs a message. I usually finish about now, but I'm feeling somebody else needs a message. So, did I miss anybody? Oh, Amanda. 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 Amanda, do you need a message, Amanda? Are you still here, Amanda? I'm glad you all enjoyed the energy. You may feel like it's coming through. Michael said, I have really important decisions to make soon, so this helped give me confidence. Thank you. You're very welcome, Michael. Lovely, wonderful to have you here. I feel like I've got to choose a card for Amanda. Yes, Amanda. I wasn't finished. I was about to finish and I thought, no, somebody else needs a card. So is there any particular question, Amanda? Now, if you're received the energy, you should be fine. Oh, there's a few more. I'll just see how I can get... this is for Amanda. Was there any particular message, Amanda? Or I was going to finish, but I heard to do more readings, so I'm just going to stay and do a couple more readings. You may feel quite calm now. I feel quite calm after that energy. It should shift through you for the next couple of days, really. You may feel like you need a little bit of grounding after, which means you go outside and spend some time in nature. Rubbing your feet can help ground. I sometimes pat my top of my head to help ground and stroke my nose, which can be grounding if you can't get outside, but definitely touching trees or putting your hands on the ground can help you to ground. This card is for Amanda. There's something going on with Amanda. Just let me check. Amanda, something's interesting's happening. When I get an energy approach behind me, because I work with many different levels, I have different indications of what spirit's coming in. So up here is usually the galactics and the higher self. Over here for me is deceased loved ones. So I have a person approaching me who is a deceased loved one, and they told me they're an Aboriginal elder. So because we weren't expecting this, would you like me to continue with this, Amanda? Do you feel like it's okay for me to continue with this, because I can feel an Aboriginal elder just approaching me from behind that wishes to pass a message on? I don't know if you wish me to do this over the live, or would you like me to give you the message in private later? I just feel like I needed to ask, because I don't often do mediumship readings. I say that, but they're coming up more and more. So I just want to check with Amanda that she wishes me to bring through this message. We're all probably wondering what it's going to be now, but I just wanted to check with Amanda before I bring the message through that it's appropriate. Okay, I will do it. I will do it. And I'm just going to read Jackie's message here. Jackie's just said, beautiful, thanks so much. Just before I felt drawn to get my balance essential oil and massage over my body and feel very nice, Jackie. Thank you for this message. Now, Amanda's got a... Okay, Amanda. The Aboriginal elders come through and they're asking you to look and work with females and their cycles. So I don't know if there's an Aboriginal way to do that, but they're asking you to either draw on the feminine energy for your own healing or work with females or women for their own personal healing. And they're showing me this female cycle. She's saying that you need to draw on your power more often, and she said she's got a little bit more. I know you're doing a lot of healing work, but this lady's telling me that you're more powerful than you're allowing. So, which is fair enough. Are you talking about Amanda? Yeah, and I'm getting that you need to. I'm getting told that you need to draw more on your own female power and your own power and wisdom, and you're more powerful than you're allowing. So that's the message that I'm getting. I'm also getting the feeling that she wants you to work with women. I'm not particularly sure it's Aboriginal women, but it's women in the style of what they might have done in the Aboriginal times. So perhaps it's a women's healing circle that would be of benefit to you and others. And I'm getting more on doing the power of the moon or working with the cycles that women go through, something along those lines. And she's happy now. So I feel like I'm telling you the right message. So very female related for your own self, your own power, and working perhaps with the Aboriginal ancestors in spirit to bring through healing for women in groups. That's what it feels like, or individual. So it's all related to your own power, feminine power, and working with perhaps some of these Aboriginal ancestors in spirit to help females. That's what I'm feeling, Amanda. Isn't that interesting? I feel like she's gone and she just really wanted to say hello, and she sends love and blessings to everybody watching. So you're all getting a little bit of an Aboriginal healing as well. Amanda, I'm getting feeling that I know it's sometimes we can't express our power through our healing because we've got to have an understanding of when it's appropriate to bring our power through as well. But there's a kind of feeling to say something like, I choose to recognize my own power, or I choose to work fully with my own power of who I am, something like that. So I do feel like she's encouraging you to step into your power or use your power even more so within your healings, or identifying within yourself that you are very powerful. And this Aboriginal lady is gone. She was happy. She just came in for a short moment, and she just give everybody a little bit of Aboriginal sort of ancient healing wisdom along with her visit. So she's actually gone now. Usually when they go, that means I've passed the message on that's needed to be. So very good. I'm really happy with that. I think we're nearly done. Michael wrote that Joan would like so thank you very much, Amanda. Joan would like a healing message. This message is for Joan Allen. This message is for Joan Allen. Joan Allen is having an angel. I know Joan very well. I know Joan and Michael very well. Joan is having there's a shock or trauma being held in her body, which I could understand because I know that something happened to Joan which would have caused her a shock or trauma. So sometimes when this has happened in your body, the resonance still sits in your aura. So and I do particularly know that there was a fall, so the energy of the fall has lodged in an aura, although the actual body has been healed, but the shock remains lodged in the aura. So what I'm actually going to do is ask that the archangels come and remove the shock and the trauma from the aura for Joan. Although that doesn't mean that the body's not healed, there's an energetic there's a shock in the aura that needs to be cleared. So I'm just going to ask, this is directed to Joan Allen, that the shock and the trauma be removed from her body, from her aura. It may be a little bit in the body, but I feel like it's also in the aura. So it's free will and choice to have this energy removed in her body and her aura. It's a shock or a trauma that's been held there. It's something that's happened, but the energetic imprint, something like the energetic imprint, is still in the aura that we're going to ask be removed now for Joan. So it's on behalf of my guides, my higher self, and the Archangel Raphael. And there's a few more archangels there. We're going to send the energy to Joan and help to release the shock and trauma that's held in the aura. A little bit in the body too, but mainly it's in the energetic field. It's like a memory, an imprint of something that's happened. And once that clears, it's almost like it helps you to free you a little bit more from the experience so you can sort of move on. Yeah. So that's going to help. I can feel that lifting as well. So we're getting archangels, higher self. Please remove the shock and trauma that's held in Joan's auric field, if it be for the highest good in love and light, and that shall be done for Joan. So I'm sure that will help her very much. And we've got time for one last reading before we go. Thank you all so much for joining me. I've really enjoyed this evening. I hope that energy serves you very well. I've got one. Michael said, thank you so much, Tony, and lots of love from Joan. Yes, I'm glad we did that, Michael. That's something that needed to be done for her, so that's good. So we're going to do one last, and Sky. Hello, Sky. Welcome. Let's have a look at Sky. Do you have a particular question, Sky, or will I just choose a card or see what I pick up? Well, we've done a lot of healing tonight, haven't we? I've gone through a lot of people and done a lot of healing. I hope you've all benefited and enjoyed that. I think we're fine. I'm just checking that we all accepted that beautiful heart healing to help us through the 21st. I feel like we've all done very well. So very well done, everybody. I'm just going to do one last reading for Sky. If she's still here, if she has a question or just want me to choose a card or see what I pick up on for Sky. Is there anything in particular that she needs to know? I'm very honoured to have an Aboriginal spirit join us earlier this evening and send us all a little bit of, it's like ancient wisdom, but it came through as healing. So that was very interesting. So I'm actually picking up something for Sky, if she's still here. If she didn't have a particular question, I'm actually getting drawn to the top of my head. So when I think of Sky, I actually am drawn to the top of my head. So I wonder what's going on there, Sky. I hope you haven't bumped your head or something, but I'm actually getting the feeling of some sort of block or needing to release something that's held in the top of the head. So if she's still here and you didn't have a question, I'm going to go ahead and do that healing for you, because you did say well, you didn't really ask for a reading. You didn't ask for a reading. You didn't really ask for a reading, Sky. You just said thank you. That was funny. I felt like Sky wanted it. I'm just going to ask. We can all do it, actually, because I was picking up that we needed to do one more. If we have any blocks in our crown chakra, the crown chakra can actually help us to receive our own spiritual wisdom and our own guidance. So sometimes if we're not receiving the guidance that we thought we might, then we could have a block in the crown. So I'm just going to say for Sky and everybody that's watching, it's our free will and choice to release any blocks or restrictions that may be held in our crown chakra. And we allow the spiritual wisdom and guidance to come through as it's needed, if it be for the highest good. I'm just going to send a little bit of additional golden light to Sky's crown chakra, as I feel like there's a little bit of extra healing that's needed. We can all say, as I said, it's our free will and choice to release any blocks in our crown to allow spiritual wisdom and guidance. And this additional energy is golden light, just to help Sky. Oh, you did ask for it. You're getting, Sky, you're having your crown chakra healed and cleansed and unblocked to help you to receive guidance. You're getting a little bit of golden light into the crown just for a little bit of additional healing. The golden light is often for healing and repair of your crown chakra. And I'm going to pick a card, and that will finish us off for tonight. This is for Sky. going to pick a card for Sky. I just take sometime, as with when I shuffled earlier for Josh, it took me a little bit of time to actually get the card because I think it was important information. But let me just pick one for Sky, and then we're finished. You're very welcome, Sky. Oh, what have we got? Sky's written, can I have a card if you have time? Yes, I'm just about to pick one. And thank you once again for your great collective healing energy. You're very welcome, Sky. And Michael's written, Tony, you are special. Thank you, Michael. And you help people to change their lives for the positive. I have known you for so long and you are my great friend. Oh, Michael, you should have written that later, but it's nice. Thank you very much for writing that, Michael. That's wonderful to read that. Thank you very much. And Sky, I cannot thank you enough, and gives thanks to you're very welcome, everybody. And this, to finish off, this is the last card for Sky. So you all get a little bit of it. It's good to sit and listen to everybody's readings too, because it does help us gain insight into ourselves as well. Wow, that's a good one to finish off, isn't it? The Wheel of Fortune. So that's usually can represent good luck coming, but it's almost like goodwill and good fortune about to enter your life. Now, so that's a good sign. So good things are coming. It's almost like the universe is going to send you something positive, something good. The wheels are starting to turn in your favor. It can come out reversed, which can mean we feel like we're going backwards or maybe not so good. The Wheel of Fortune can actually indicate change of circumstances. And when it indicates change of circumstances, it doesn't necessarily mean the circumstances are going to be good. But when I first picked this card, my intuition says things are changing, things are about to change. You've got goodwill and good fortune coming into your life very soon, if not now. You're going through a period of change, and you're going through a period of good change. I also feel good luck. Not necessarily winning, but it could be winning something, winning money, but it's almost like good fortune coming to you. So change of circumstances in a positive way, and good luck and good things coming to you, and you have a period of quite substantial good things happening to you and good changes for the next, really for the at least the next few months. I feel like next year is actually going to be very positive for you, Sky. So you're going to have a better year next year because the universe has decided that's what needs to happen. And that's what the Wheel of Fortune indicates: goodwill and good luck and good things and change of circumstances. As I said, it can indicate in some cases that the change of circumstances isn't always good or isn't always positive. But in your case, I do feel like it's indicating good things coming. And I'm hearing training. I don't know if you're thinking of doing like a training as in personal training, but there is some training coming up for you as well. I don't know if it's spiritually related or work related or personal training, but I'm hearing training coming up. So you may have to do some sort of extra training in your job, but it will be good. Very good, everybody. We're finished. Lovely. Went way longer than I expected. But that's the way the guides wanted us to do it. They wanted me to space it out and give you a little bit of healing at a time. So thanks to you all if you've watched me for this long. I may come back before the end of the year. I'm not quite sure yet. It just depends what happens. Sky said, thank you for the message. Just awesome encouragement. Yes, it's very good news to get the Wheel of Fortune. Congratulations on that. So I'm going to leave you all here now. Thank you so much for spending this time. Just allow that energy that we did the healing on just to flow through you. You may need a little bit of guidance, grounding, sorry. You may need to process it a little bit. Just lay down and accept it. And I feel you'll be fine and you'll have a lovely shift through the 21st and beyond. And I look forward to doing some workshops next year where we're going to connect with different extraterrestrial beings that can offer an amazing amount of healing for us. So I'm excited to do some of those workshops next year with different extraterrestrial beings, but I'll post them in my events page, when the events section of my page. If you needed to rewatch this video, I don't know if you'd have time to rewatch it. It's going for over an hour. the replay of this video will be up in the video section following when I'm finished. So if you wanted to go back and listen to the information that I was given for your reading, you can always watch it in the replay section. And I'm going to leave you all here now. If I don't connect with you before, have a wonderful Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and your families. And I'm sure we'll transition into the new age after the 21st very well, and look forward to a wonderful 2021. Let's hope it's better than this year. And lots of love to you all, and we'll see you all soon. Okay, lots of love. Bye-bye, everyone.